I'm about to die. I'm going to die probably within months, not years. I was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer in November of 2018, and it was a complete shock, total shock. About 2 years before, I went to my GP and said I was having stomach aches and losing quite a lot of weight, and I wasn't trying. And the GP felt around my stomach and said, "Oh, it's not a problem. I'm sure it's just gas. Just go home, you'll be fine." About 3 or 4 months after that, I was in Vancouver, and I felt, as I was sleeping, a lump. I was quite frightened, and I went to the internet like everybody else would, and I wrote lump in stomach, and it said stomach cancer. You'll have about 5 years to live. I called the doctor. I didn't ask any questions. I just said, I want to get this scan. And actually, when the scan was read, it said, you have an inflamed gallbladder, and that I needed to have it out. So I had it out, and the operation went fine, except the surgeon came back in the morning and said, well, the gallbladder's out, but we found something very serious: metastasized cancer cells. There was nothing they could do. It was too late. It was too late. All they could do at that point was give me chemotherapy and try to prolong my life as long as they could. But there was no cure. The only cure that there is now for pancreatic cancer is an operation. But you can only have the operation when the cancer is a tumor inside the pancreas. But once it's metastasized, the game is over. I was angry. Angry because when I learned about the symptoms, I had actually mentioned these stomach aches twice and the weight loss. The GP didn't say, oh, that might be pancreatic cancer, let's go do the scans. And because it was a come and go thing, stomach aches, it never rose to the level in my consciousness to go farther than the GP. It just didn't. And now I'm on the third kind of chemotherapy. We don't know whether that will last, and there isn't anything after that, I'm told. The public isn't aware of it. They don't really understand. They understand these other kinds of cancers, which in fact have every year the death rate from ovarian cancer, breast cancer, prostate cancer, they all are going down, all those cancers. Whereas pancreatic cancer, the death rate's going up. Because nobody invests in it, only 2% of the money spent on cancer research in this country, only 2% is spent on pancreatic cancer. And it's been going down over the years, not up.
Pancreatic cancer is serious because it progresses very quickly. So from early diagnosis to metastatic disease is often measured in weeks and months. And once it's metastasized, it's effectively incurable, and that's why it's so dangerous. And so between the severity of this cancer, the mortality rate of this cancer, and the funding compared, for example, to breast cancer, where funding is big and actually mortality rates are much better, and treatment modalities are much better. Pancreatic cancer specifically falls between the cracks.
I think funding is needed in several areas. The first is in identifying tests that can be done and diagnostic pathways that can be introduced that will improve that early diagnosis. And we need surveillance to identify those patients who are at the highest risk. And then, of course, at the other end of the spectrum, once those patients are diagnosed, we need to treat them.
I want to help the people who will, unfortunately, have pancreatic cancer. I would like them not to die like me because nobody noticed it. I would like them to think about it if they get a stomachache and lose weight, but I would like the doctors to say, right, those symptoms can translate into pancreatic cancer. Let's get on it now. Not wait till you're in the emergency room. I've been trying to help women for my whole life. I've been trying to clear the path for them so that they could move up in an organization or start their own business or have a job if they want to. I've been trying to help them. But now I'm trying to help people like me who are sick and don't even know it. My mother, who was a dean in a college till she was 87 years old, taught women to work. She gave me great advice. She was supporting me and helped me when I was down to get back on the horse. You know, everything always changes. Things may be bad today, but they could get better tomorrow. She always said to me, always, when you die, the only way to have real peace is for the world to have been a better place because you were there. So today, if I think about my mother and hoping that the world is a better place because I was here for a short period of time, I hope that the contribution that I might be able to leave is to raise awareness as well as funds for this terrible disease, which afflicts people, old, young, doesn't matter, men, women. It's a killer that strikes quietly and silently, and you don't know about it until it's too late.